everyone, and thanks for joining me today. We are now into January 2012, and I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's, Happy Birthday, whatever holiday you had the pleasure of celebrating this holiday season. Took a little time off from making any videos, had a couple weeks off from my regular job, and so I've just kind of been lazy and not really doing a whole lot around the house, and as a result I got behind on doing my reviews, and now I'm going to try and play catch up and get several videos put out for y'all here within the next few days or so. So I've got a few device reviews to do for you. I've got some new juice reviews to do for you. I'm really excited about everything that I got for you. And this first review that I'm going to do for you today, excuse me, is one that I actually had not intended on doing. And I had several requests from people that had heard about the Denali from Mamu, which is what we're going to be talking about today, and this is the device. And the reason I wasn't going to do a review for it is because you can't really get one of these. And I don't like generally telling y'all about stuff that you can't get. However, again, I had several people tell me, you know, they heard a lot about them, but hadn't really had a chance to see them and were really interested in knowing what they were all about. So, first off, let me tell you about Mamu, who is the supreme goddess of mod making. And historically, if you wanted one of her devices, you couldn't even buy them. They had to be gifted to you, from what I recall. And obviously Mamu is her board name. She's on several of the different forums that you can hop onto and follow her on. I believe starting with the Merlin, she actually made them available for sale. A lot of people had heard about the Merlin, which was a dual 14500 mod. Kind of similar design to this. The Denali has a few more features that we'll get into than what the Merlin had. Anyways, the Merlin was really well received when it came out. Everybody really liked them, and so she decided to come out with the Denali about, I believe, 4 months ago now, and made a run of 30 of them, and you had to get on a waiting list for them, and I was lucky enough to get on that waiting list. Had a little bit of a shipping hiccup with USPS. Way to go, guys. But I did finally receive it. And was really pleased when it finally came in. The main thing that I was really excited me is from the pictures that she posted on the board, I thought it was going to be a much larger device than what it is. And it may look kind of large on the video here, but this is my Buzz Pro. And you can see it's just a little bit taller than the Buzz Pro. And other than the fact that it's wider, the actual thickness of it is about the same as the Buzz, which is a relatively slim device to begin with. The Buzz, from what I recall, is only about 0.8 inches across, so it's less than an inch thick, which obviously translates to the same here, less than an inch thick. And the reason for the size across is because the Denali is in fact a dual 18650 mod. Which, as you can see, I have the AWIMRs in it. It is variable voltage, which this is your adjuster wheel. Has a wonderful, wonderful 510 native connection with a built-in drip well, which is wonderful. It does a really good job of catching the juice in there, and I absolutely love it. As you can see, it has a built-in LCD screen that does a couple different things. It does, if you turn it this direction, let me turn it on. This switch right here, the toggle switch, you can push either left or right, and that is actually your power on switch. Okay, once it is on, you can turn this toggle switch to the right, which shows you your battery voltage. Had to look at that. Which is at 7.4, which I've been using it for a couple of days now, so the batteries have drained down just a smidge. Back to the middle turns the LCD screen off, and if you turn it the other direction and hit your fire button, it tells you your current vaping voltage, which should be at 4.15 as I recall. Oh, 4.27. The reason I think it's at 4.15 is because it shows you your loaded and unloaded voltage on there, all in this little device. It's wonderful. I have been so excited, and this has been, when I'm home, this is the only device I use. Really strong, really good plastic on it. The button is a nice stainless steel button. It's not clicky, but I don't care. It's fine. I like it. The actual guts are all packed into the top there, and they're really nicely laid out. All the bells and whistles. And Mamu signs the cover of each one of them and numbered with which one you got. Now this is variable all the way from, I believe, let me crank it up here. You can go from 3.66 unloaded all the way to 6.0 unloaded. And it works just fantastically well. I have absolutely nothing negative to say about it. The only thing is it is plastic, and I love it so much I don't take it anywhere with me. This thing literally just sits on my nightstand on my dresser here at home, and I use it anytime I'm at home. I'm gonna put a couple of drops in here and take a vape off for you. Not that it really tells you much about it. It is a variable volt device, but those dual 18650s are just, man, I can't say enough about the performance of these things. The vapor is so warm from this thing, even compared to the exact same settings on the Buzz Pro. I've got another device that I'm going to do a review on. Doesn't even come close to matching the vapor at the same voltage. You know, I've set them both on there side by side, and I will actually show you on the review for the other device. I'm going to show you vapor production on the exact same setting on this versus the exact same setting on that, and you will see a drastic difference in the vapor production of the two. The heat from it with the dual 18650s is just phenomenal. I love this thing. I can't tell you enough about it. You can't necessarily get one. If you happen to see one get posted on the board secondhand, snatch it, grab it, do whatever you got to do to get one. You'll absolutely love it. If you follow her on the boards, she will continue to make more mods. I highly, highly recommend that. Anytime she has them available and you have the opportunity to buy any of her mods, get them. Worth every penny that you're going to pay for them, and they're not super expensive. I think this was $135 for this, with which all the features and everything. I have absolutely no complaint about that price whatsoever, and that was including shipping. So that's the Denali from Mamu. Appreciate you watching, and keep vaping.